Hey, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. I'm just going to jump in and do a reading for some information and guidance that is needed most right now for the collective. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to be a little more in depth with the cards so you can actually hear what's in the book for some of them as well. I'm going to read intuitively and then we'll follow up with things that are coming out in the book and then just see what we get for an overall message. So let's get started. Heck, if I say this one more time, it's going to be my intro. I really don't have a jazzy intro, but I'll come up with that. I've already said my prayers, meditated, and gotten in the energy. So for those of you who are concerned with those type of practices, I've already done that. So you are in a safe space. Let's figure out what it is that you need to hear or know to move forward in your next steps, kind of situations. There's going to be some insight here. What angels are here? What guidance is here for you? Okay, I'm getting this energy of, before I even look at that, I don't know what it is, but I'm getting this energy of focus on me, look at me, like as if there could be a lot of things going on and you maybe want to focus over here or focus over there, but I feel like the energy is saying pay attention to self or focus in on oneself, not in a negative way, but it just feels like there's some attention to self being asked for. Okay, let go of logic and trust your intuition. Well, definitely, you should be listening to yourself. Pay attention. I think that your intuition is calling you, definitely giving you all kinds of signs and signals, synchronicities. This is the goddess of the sacred path, and it says, let go of logic and trust your intuition. We're going to see what it says in the book for that, goddess of the sacred path. This is a time to let go of what you think is logical and trust your feelings. What is it that you would truly love to do or experience at this point in your life? Use your imagination. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. This is because your heart holds your true essence. It is the gateway to your soul. Whereas the mind dwells more within fears, which often prevent us from fulfilling our true potential. All is possible when what you choose to do and experience aligns with your heartfelt purpose and dreams. Trust your feelings. Start to keep a journal in which you express and explore all it is you would truly love to be, have, and do in this life. Do this lovingly and honestly, and you will be gently guided along your sacred path. So definitely that's the pay attention to me. Okay, so listen to your higher self for sure. Make sure that you're paying attention to even the subtleties of intuitive hits that you are getting, because you are guided every day of your life, right? Every moment of your life. There is something that is signaling in. Your body is picking up a lot of various clues, and you do just have to be aware of them, okay? So pay attention to oneself. Really begin to pay attention. To take notes. If, like it said, if there's some things, if you want to just do a test with yourself, then it's imperative that you keep notes, right? If you don't like doing the pen and paper thing, do a voice note on your phone, or even just talk to your phone and let the phone write it out, whatever. But the point being is you want to start noticing certain synchronicities and paying attention when something stands out to you, okay? So that way you can see in between time, okay, I saw this, I heard the name Tony on this day, and then the next day I heard the name Tony again, and then, oh my gosh, the next day or 2 days later, the Tony Awards were on, or whatever, right? And then lo and behold, you meet someone named Tony, or you end up working for Tony Industries or something like that. So you want to start looking and paying attention to little synchronicities that do pop up, and listening to the little voice that's in the back of your head. Like it said, the mind will dwell in fear. So make sure that you are make sure that you are releasing any fear that you may have. This is the night wind, which talks about facing fear, subconscious release, and healing. Okay, so let go of logic and really sink more into your body. Okay, trust that things are happening, and trust that you're receiving the messages that you need to. Okay, this may be coming in your dream state. Okay, I'm feeling and seeing a lot of information, keys, knowledge, insight being given to you, ideas being given to you, maybe in your dream state or in your daydream state or what have you. It's kind of like you'll zone out and you will zone back in, but yeah. I don't know how to explain that, but you will be getting ideas or information that kind of way. Like it'll just sneak in. You may not remember all of your dreams, but what you can remember, you may want to go ahead and write down so that you can refer to it later. And even if you can't remember your dreams, it's okay. Just know that there is an internal change that's happening within your body. So you are being reconstructed, revamped in a sense. There's an upgrade, a leveling up, and there's a sense of a transfusion. Okay, like a transfusion is what I'm like. There's out with the old, in with the new blood, new ideas, new ways of thinking. All of these things are now being upgraded. So what's happening in your dream state is, as that cerebral fluid is coming into your brain, for those of you, anyways, there's this refreshing, and as this cerebral fluid comes in, it's kind of rewiring, refreshing, cleansing out all these old beliefs, habits, thoughts, and it's clearing out some of the muck to allow you to release being stuck so much up in your head and getting more in your heart. It's rewiring itself to say, instead of saying I know all the time, it's saying, well, what does the heart think, or what do you feel? So it's like you're making a new pathway of thinking. So pay attention to the insight that's coming in for you on that level. Okay. Let's see what the Night Wind card has to say for us. It is card number 23. All right. And it says, this card relates to the disturbed sleep patterns, vivid dreams or nightmares that you may be experiencing. Something may be troubling you, yet you are not openly yet you are not openly acknowledging this, either to yourself or others. This unresolved issue has created fear and anxiety which you have yet to resolve. And because of this, your subconscious mind is processing the issues as you sleep. And the fear is resurfacing in your dreams time and time again in various forms and guises. Okay, this is your subconscious mind way of dealing with an issue and forcing you to face the fear. On some level, this is helpful. However, the only way this issue can be resolved is by consciously facing your fear. First, you must truly acknowledge the fear. Express it in detail by writing it down. Then share it by talking about it with someone you trust. This simple process takes some courage, but it is well worth it. Acknowledging and expressing your fear is the first step towards healing this issue, and you will find that all will be resolved soon. Okay? So again, trust in your guidance, trust in your intuition, face your fears. Anytime, I heard a saying just the other day. What was it? If I'm not even gonna say it because I just be messing up the sayings, but when I hear them, they be resonating, and I know that they're true. I can feel them so intently, and that's the feeling that I get right now. That's the feeling I get. Like, if you are not fearful, then you are not challenging yourself or something along those terms. And that's the kind of energy that I feel here. It's that you're really just going to have to trust in yourself as well as your guides to move forward towards something new or towards your desires. And there is some grief for some of you about maybe having to leave some folks behind, okay? Or you, and I don't want to say leave some folks behind, but you're just going to have to focus in on your work. And well, some people just don't have the same work ethic as you right now. So, you know, it's okay. But you don't let them stop your show for sure. Okay? We're going to get a clarifier for each of these cards and see what more they have to say. Feels like journaling is a big thing that's coming in right now. So find a creative way to journal. A creative way to gather your thoughts, your insights, your notes, voice notes. Whatever it is, start collecting that information. It's valuable. If you're thinking, oh, I'll remember to write it down in my notebook when I get home, don't do that. Go ahead and write it down now. Okay? If you're thinking, oh, okay, I'll remember it after I have my coffee. No, do it. So remember to stay on top of those insights, that information that's coming in. It's important. Tell me about the goddess of the sacred path, please. All right, the Wheel of Fortune. Now, this book is a pretty in-depth book, so I'm just going to kind of skim through some of the things that jump out to me as I go through the book and tell you what it says. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune, though, in relation to let go of logic and trust your intuition, I really feel like this is a change, like we talked about. This is you going after. I feel like the wheel is turning. And right now I feel like it's turning very slowly because, well, you have some activities and some actions that you need to take. And once you take those actions or you do those things, then I feel like the wheel is going to really begin to turn. And at this point, you won't have to do as much work as you've been doing now. You'll be able to you'll be able to receive all the things that are coming in because now the wheel will be turning and it'll it will be giving, it'll be blessings that you'll be getting. It will affect you positively. Okay. And the wheel talks about change. It is a mechanistic. I don't even use that word. What's going on with my vocabulary today? Anyway, it is a mechanic-like view of life. That's what we're going to call it. It's all these words. Abdicating responsibility by railing against the fates. Okay? So, we're going to cut all of those big words down into smaller words and emotions that hopefully that you can relate to. Okay? It is the wheel of fate. Okay? The feeling that our destinies are determined by the turnings and workings of a cosmic machine. Okay? But everything that occurs in the universe is determined by the laws governing the motions of matter. So, wow, that's a lot to digest there. We're going to go past a lot of this. We're going to pass a lot of this. Okay. Okay, the lesson inherent in the wheel is that this kind of thinking is only an attitude, although certainly a seductive one. So what kind of thinking? How often do we abdicate responsibility for our lives by railing against the fates, or impersonal authorities such as the government? So much of what seems out of our control can be managed with creative thinking and determination. This card can represent feeling helpless on fate's wheel. On the other hand, it might simply represent change. If things aren't going well, the wheel can be a source of comfort, for it can signify that things will be changing for the better. Okay? And I just want it. And it has this analogy that describes the features on the card. But what I do see, or what I do know, is without going through that whole analogy, there is, it says, if we find ourselves or feeling like a cog in the wheel, perhaps the antidote is to imagine ourselves allowing either ourselves or something else to guide us out of that area, right? So you definitely still do have free will and control, right? So you can control what you think about, and you can control your mind and your emotions, okay? But when we put this card paired together with let go of logic and trust your intuition, I feel like right now you're wanting to know a lot of things. I feel like that information is going to come to you. I feel like it will be given to you, but there is just some things that you already know need to be taken care of. Remember, not everything has to happen overnight. These can be small steps that you can take to get things accomplished, but definitely necessary. These are necessary steps to see things happen in your favor. I feel like there may be a sense of having to try to control every outcome and trying to figure out how it's all going to end or how things are going to play out. You're being asked to release that. Okay, you're being asked to release that and not try to figure every single detail out. Allow this to flow to you. Just know what your goal is and what you desire and why you desire it, and then keep your eye on that. Okay, don't focus on anything. You really want to make sure that you're giving yourself a lot of that positive energy to focus on the outcome. Of course, you're aware that there may be difficulties or hard work or some issues that pop up. You know that's part of the story to get to your success. And so you expect those things, and you know that when those things pop up, they are just learning opportunities. So you're definitely being asked to release a lot of control issues and allow yourself to just be present to deal with things as they come in a sense. Okay, use common sense, as I hate to say common sense, but use the sense of, you know, what needs to be taken care of to live, you know, your life on a regular daily basis. So take care of what needs to be taken care of, but also at the same time, do not try to have a plan for every single scenario. Okay, allow life to surprise you. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be reading in that book. Yeah, that was some of the passages for the major arcana are kind of long. And for some of the other cards, there's a little stage of development area. And so if we get some of those, it'll be a little bit easier for me to just read what it says from that instead of trying to skim through it all. But hopefully you get the point. That some things are just out of your control regardless. You may think that you're in charge of something, but you're really not. And sometimes that's what throws you off, is because when things don't happen, you're like, but I prepared. I did this. I did that. Well, yeah, you did, but okay. Obviously, you wasn't as in control as you thought. Okay, so wow. Wow, 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 wow. I see the Emperor and the Empress peeking out. Oh, 9 of coins as well, with the Palace of coins, and underneath that, the 9 of cups with the 10 of cups under that. We're going to talk about that in the latter part of the reading. But what I am picking up here is that there is a definite strong partnership that may be coming in for some of you. And you may actually overthink it. You may actually be afraid of it. You may not even can fathom it, because it's going to be, it's going to feel like the classic too good to be true. And so you may be afraid to move forward on it. And I feel like the challenge for some of you out there is to believe that this has come to you because you 110% deserve it, right? Like, good things happen to you because you're worthy. You are just as worthy as anyone else. And I feel like there is a powerful type of realization, partnership, up leveling. There's something grand that is coming in, an idea. And it's also just feeling like a sense of taking charge of oneself fully and completely, re-owning your life. Okay, that is all very much possible for you, as long as you are willing to take the steps to make change. That change is going to be made by stepping into these fears and by dealing with these old wounds and releasing the past and knowing that it's just where it's supposed to be, the past, and you have the option to create new memories for yourself. Okay? So definitely give yourself the opportunity to live your life to its absolute fullest, the way that you dream and imagine it to be. Okay, night wind is being clarified with the the Queen of Cups. Okay, and I do feel like the Queen of Cups represents love and healing. She's coming in with a nurture type of energy. Where you're going to love yourself through all that you need to get through, right? So it's a great energy when we're talking about facing fears and subconsciously releasing old wounds and things like that, right? So this card indicates a period when emotional matters have become so entrenched that they can take a life of their own, and they must be dealt with on its own terms. Okay, it says, sorry, there's more on here. The Queen of Cups is doubly emotional. The Knight of Cups may be focused on feelings, and the Queen is completely immersed in it, and therefore is somewhat mysterious to some of us. Because the Queen inhabits the realms of emotion, she is not thrown off balance by feelings the way most people are. She calmly takes them in stride and rides them like currents to help her get to where she wants to go. The Queen suggests that for the moment, we forget about rational plans and analysis and instead live with our hearts instead of our heads. There it is. Okay, definitely, again, the same message, to trust what you feel, to get into your heart space for sure, and just really embrace your emotions and not be afraid of them. I was just having a conversation the other day about this, and really, every time you state your emotion, it doesn't have to invoke an argument or a fight with anyone. It's just simply you stating your feelings and your emotions, and nothing. That's it. Nothing more. So it's important to be able to embrace those emotions and not be afraid to share your feelings. Okay, you're being called to really do that right now. Face any type of fear, because on the other side of that fear is your success, is your sunshine. Really it is. And that step that you have to take is really, really, in hindsight, when you begin to look back, you're going to be like, I was afraid to do that. Why was I afraid? I can't believe I was afraid. So go ahead. No. I have to find that quote about fear. It just really motivated me, but I'm ashamed that I can't remember it. For the collective, please. Hopefully I will be able to find it, and then I'll remember to maybe post it on the page. Commitment, ding 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 ding, in all areas. Right? So that also feels like that partnership, but this also feels like a commitment to oneself. This feels like a commitment as far as destiny and fate is concerned. This feels like really just saying, this is what I want, and I'm not going to stop at until I get it. This is going the whole way, right? Wholeheartedly, unconditionally loving something, really understanding your goal and why you're going so hard for it. The purpose, feeling your purpose really intently within your spirit. That's what this feels like to me. It is called the One of Roses. Of course, relationships, I don't know if I mentioned that, but this could be friendships, this could be love, this could be work or partnerships, but it feels very personable. It's very important relationship for part of your life. So this is the One of Roses. Okay, and let me find that in the book. Okay, roses are scattered around a contract on a brightly lit desk. When this card appears, it means that a valuable union is at hand. Ooh, that Empress and that Emperor. I love it. A romantic commitment may be coming your way, or perhaps a love from your past. A love from your past life is returning to you. A business commitment may be forthcoming, such as an offer for a promotion, a new job, or the opportunity to form a partnership or create a new business venture. This card could also indicate the signing of other types of papers, including the sale or purchase of a new home or the beginning of a new investment. Either way, this card is filled with light and it indicates that good results are in the offering. As with many cards, part of the meaning refers to you. It is a reminder to be conscious of your commitment to yourself. If you want others to put you first or to help bring happiness into your life, then you must commit to doing the same for yourself. Your self-honoring choices will set the groundwork for all of your partnerships to thrive. Okay? Your Akashic force with this card says close your eyes and with a deep breath, bring in the word commitment. Feel its energy fill you with dedication and purpose. You are ready to make a priority of every commitment, large and small, in your life, especially to yourself. Okay? I like that. Let's get some advice or some words from your guides on how to proceed forward, and just some more encouragement, or maybe just a couple of like, boom, this is the message for you, and just so you know what was said here. So let's get that, and we'll go ahead and close out this reading. Congratulations to you all. Okay? And I'm definitely there, or I'm definitely sending you lots of healing energy to deal with all of these circumstances that may be popping up in your life. And I'm really excited that you have taken the opportunity to face these fears for sure. Okay. Let's see what we got. Strength. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. Okay, same things from the beginning that we talked about, right? We're going to do some healing. We're going to have the strength to face all of those fears, and we're going to release anything that may be holding us back, okay? And we're all going to do it through grace and kindness for sure. The Wheel, once again, showing up twice for you. Card number 10, significant cycle ending. Significant cycle ending. Go ahead, you're at the finish line. Really and so take whatever steps you need to cross over so you can get the prize, okay? New beginnings, the end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness. So again, guides telling you, you have the strength to make it through. Face any challenges or hardships that come your way, and know that you have protection and guidance, okay? Trust that. Know that your guides are committed to you, just like you're committed to them and to yourself, okay? Definitely. Oh, wow. You're committed with purpose, and you'll feel it. You'll know. The last thing says, insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, and then seek relief from stress. So this is kind of like a Four of Swords card feel a little bit for me. Definitely, I told you there's a lot of information that's going to be coming in through the dream state. So just make it a purpose to take some time and rest and relax, especially setting the intention as you sit down and you relax and you get comfortable, setting the intention to receive the messages that are coming into you, the intuitive hits, setting the intention to, with ease, accept the changes that are happening to you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, right? You're definitely looking for the answers and the purpose. And so you're being mindful as you search for it throughout the day, or as you live your life throughout the day, you're paying attention, okay? But definitely remember that you're going to have to make sure that you sink into your body. So meditation or time alone, doing something that, you know, gives you focus is going to be important. And definitely get rest. All right. That is the message that I have for you. And I appreciate you spending your time with me. We will talk again soon.